Hello, my name is Mark Centgraf and I'm the Chief Executive Officer for Samarinda Ashburton Aged Services. The 2019-20 financial year has been both an exciting and challenging one that has seen Samarinda achieve a slight surplus for the financial year. Aged care has continued to come under scrutiny through the Aged Care Royal Commission, the results of which will be much clearer for organisations once they hand down their final report in February 2021. It is clear, however, that to improve service quality in the sector, there will at least need to be an injection of funds into the system. COVID-19 has also become a part of all of our lives. It has changed the way that we work on a day-to-day basis and how we interact with others. All of our services have been impacted in some way, including the closure of most of our community home support programs and also with the closure of the Ashie Op Shop. In our industry, with some of the most vulnerable people, we have had to be creative to ensure that our residents, clients, staff and volunteers not only remain safe from COVID-19, but also that our care recipients can still receive supports and have meaningful contact with others. During the year, Samarinda changed our financial system to better meet the needs of the organisation and its continuing growth. We moved away from MYOB, which has served us well over many years, and have now moved to Enerva, which should meet the needs of the organisation for at least another decade. My thanks go to the finance team and our internal consultant for the great work in implementing the new system. Our residential care service made great strides in maintaining at least 98% occupancy throughout the year, which is well above most residential aged care organisations, and also worked hard to increase ACFI funding. Our community programs have had continued growth, most notably in the areas of Home Care Package Program and NDIS, where there has been significant growth in client numbers throughout the year. I'd like to thank the Samarinda Board for their strong governance throughout a difficult year and for their support of the Executive. I also want to thank our residents, clients and their families for continuing to choose Samarinda as a place where they want to live and or receive a service from. I also want to thank them for their ongoing support of Samarinda during this challenging year, which has at times seen separation of families during COVID-19. And finally, I want to thank all the Samarinda staff and volunteers, without whom we would not be able to deliver a quality service.
Hi, my name's Karen Primmer. I'm the Residential Service Manager of Samarinda Aged Services. The past financial year, we were able to achieve some positive results for both our residents and the organisation. Some areas of focus was our dining experience and also the engagement of our residents within the local community. To improve our dining experience, it was important we listened to the feedback we were receiving from our residents and our families, and implement some strategies which would improve our food temperature and our food presentation. The catering manager worked with his team to review procedures and workflows to ensure our residents received hot, tasty and inviting looking meals. The feedback we now receive is very positive and complimentary about our catering service. So well done, Charles, and well done to your team. In the new year, we embarked on a major endeavour to organise a trip to the Melbourne Zoo for all our residents who wish to attend. It took many conversations and emails to coordinate the transport, the meals, the volunteers, to ensure that a good time was had by all. This trip also provided an opportunity for families to spend time with their loved ones outside the facility environment. I must say, it was a great success and all the residents who attended couldn't stop talking about it for the next few weeks. On reflection, we realised that this trip was very timely as it was for the residents and the families a time just before we went into lockdown. And so that, I think, was, a good, fortunate family memory for everybody. Obviously, the pandemic impacted our facility life and we realised that we needed to implement some immediate changes to ensure the ongoing welfare of our residents and our staff. We very quickly initiated face-to-face training and competency for all our team, and we saw that as a practical and easy step in our overall infection control method. The Samarinda team has worked together and adapted to all the legislative changes and demands that have been implemented within the aged care industry. And I would just like to say thank you to everybody working together to maintain a safe and happy place for all our residents and staff. I would also like to say thank you to all the family. We realise that that's been a very difficult time for you too, and on behalf of my team, we would like to say thank you for your ongoing support and patience while we work through this difficult time together.
Hello, my name's Sandra Bygrave. I'm the Manager of Community Services. We began the 2019 to 20 financial year with the task of packing up over 60 years of history and vacating the community centre, destined for demolition and rebuild. We held a garage sale of old treasures and relocated into temporary accommodations across 3 sites. And still, we continue to grow and diversify. Through local reputation and partnerships, our day respite program has experienced growth with an increase in clients with early onset dementia, funded through their National Disability Insurance Scheme plans. Our home care office moved into the storage room at Elsie Salter House and continued to grow. We started the year with 37 home care packages and an operating deficit. By the end of June 2020, we had achieved 88% growth with 65 home care packages and an operating surplus over $368,000. Our disability services program was only 6 months old at the commencement of July 2019, with 28 clients and 150 hours of support provided each month. However, by June 2020, we had 95 clients and were delivering over 650 hours of service per month. Through a new partnership with Ashwood Community School, we also expanded our services to include a social club for school-aged children. This program started off at 50% capacity, and within 6 months we had a wait list. Thanks to the generosity of Liz Cortum and the members of Ashburton Bowls Club, our delivered meals program moved into their kitchen. And we also celebrated Christmas in their facilities with special functions for our clients and our valued volunteers. Our community centre activities moved into a demountable building located on the Bowls Club car park. And despite the much smaller accommodations, our clients continued to gather to share a meal, exercise, dance and create together. And then in March 2020, we found ourselves in the midst of a global pandemic. Group activities ceased as the restrictions were implemented, additional infection control measures were introduced, and we armed our people with hand sanitizer, face masks, eye goggles, information and training. Staff involved in group activities were redeployed to deliver welfare telephone calls. Teleconference facilities were implemented to run bingo and crosswords, and the Tai Chi is running weekly via Zoom. Through the Commonwealth Home Support Program flexibility arrangements, we supported some of our more vulnerable clients during the COVID restrictions by providing assistance with shopping for food, extra delivered meals and individual respite. Through it all, our volunteers continued to make themselves available for whatever we needed. This extended to contingency workforce planning and making gowns for the lodge. The events of this year brought out the very best of us as we turned each challenge into an opportunity to forge new partnerships and strengthen old ones. And through it all, we continued to grow. Our total income doubled to over $2.5 million. Our workforce doubled, and we very proudly reported a net surplus. Congratulations to all at Samarinda, the very special people I call my colleagues, for their outstanding leadership and customer service in the face of unprecedented challenges.
Hello, it's Dustin Pham, Quality Risk and Strategy Manager for Samarinda. It's an honour to represent the quality team at Samarinda, and today I'm pleased to share with you our achievements for the 2019-2020 year. Samarinda Aged Care Services was established in 1997, and today it encompasses a full scope of care and services across both residential aged care and community in-home care by the Home Care Packages program and also the Commonwealth Home Support program. We also provide support and services to people with a disability via the Commonwealth National Disability Insurance Scheme. Our clients' age range from 1 year to 105 years, and we are honoured to provide quality care every day of the year. Across the organisation, the team provides support and manage in the areas of reception, regulatory compliance, information technology, learning and development, work health safety and the environment, risk management and mitigation, internal auditing, and business planning and improvement. Samarinda and all aged care, community care and disability sectors are facing a dynamic environment of change, especially in the areas of policy reform and person-centredness. And Samarinda have had to review and reassess our processes across all service levels. This is an ongoing journey of change, and we hope to provide better outcomes for the people that we support. Samarinda has had a strong emphasis upon strategic management in the areas of client-centredness, that is, keep the client at the centre of our thinking, and partnering with families and like-minded organisations to better the life of our clients and residents. And we look forward to working with everybody over the next 12 months and to continue to partner with people for a better outcome. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name's Jeff Armstrong and I'm the Finance Manager at Samarinda, and I'm here today to talk to you about the Ashy Op Shop. The year 2020 has presented more than the usual challenges for the Op Shop. In this year we have been closed for trade for a number of weeks due to the COVID pandemic. We have seen the appointment of a new co-manager, Jackie Hourigan, to job share with Sabella Sullivan. And as we are placed in the heart of the Ashburton community and the high street traders, we have witnessed the struggle and survival of the community spirit in the face of adversity. We, like so many others, have had to close for trade for most of the autumn months. During this time, the core staff have been able to continue on site at the Op Shop. We've been receiving donations as the board citizens of Boroondara have done numerous clear-outs of their homes during lockdown. The donations have fluctuated at times depending on the weather and the news, but have been steady throughout. We have taken the time to reorganise and refresh the shop, giving it a mini makeover. We have had the opportunity to rethink and reset some of our processes, spend time training and building staff skills, and our storage capacity has been challenged as the outlet for goods has been closed, but the intake has stayed strong. Prior to the 23rd of March, the Ashy Op Shop had delivered a surplus of around $140,000, which means that we are on track to exceed 2019 year. During June, when we were able to trade, the shop was only open for 3 days a week, and in those 3 days achieved similar sales figures to a normal whole week. The community has certainly been there to support the shop with this amazing response, and the number of walkers who stopped to express their wish for the shop to be open is a good indication that we will hit the ground running when lockdown ends. The community hub of friends, committed volunteers and devoted locals have continued to show their faces and express their appreciation of what we are doing here at the Op Shop. Many of our volunteers have stayed in touch and promised to return to help us reopen. We must thank our volunteers and those at Samarinda who support them. We are grateful for the ongoing belief and support that Samarinda has given to the Ashy Op Shop throughout a difficult year, and we look forward to greater success in 2021. Thank you.